The casual adventuring is going to kind of transition into the crucial or critical adventure in there, and then go into the topic that is the greatest mystery of all, that none of us have solved, and that is the beauty.
But so we had this goal that when we got older and we got established that we would dive the Great Barrier Reef, the mecca of all dives. Okay, so this is the greatest place to go. And this was my casual adventure. So we're coming into the airport and the plane's doing one of these, one of that. So it's kind of a little scary, right? So I got to tell you, man, there's people finding religion real soon on that plane. People doing the Search for Us. My buddy grabs my hand from behind because I was with my wife. I love you, buddy. So, so we made it. So we get in there, and the planned trip was to take these three cars, three couples, down the coast. Okay, the coast to Port Douglas, which was where the Great Barrier Reef was. So it's very picturesque. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and man, it's pitch black. Like it's pouring down rain. The guy goes, "You can't go that way." He says, "That road's been washed out." He says, "You need to go through the mountains." So we went up to the mountains. And this is so we're zigzagging like this up this mountain. My wife's freaking out because there's like a wall right next to the right, and because I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, I couldn't judge it. She says, "You're gonna hit the wall! You're gonna hit the wall!" This is the place. So we're going up this way. We keep on going. This thing goes forever. And then we cross the other mountain, which is the Mezzanine Bridge. And we're coming down now, like this. And it's pouring down rain, and I'm leading because I'm the only one to go, because it was a Toyota Camry, which I sell, so I kind of knew what they were. And I stopped. I almost went over the cliff. I stopped, and then because I lost the rope. We come back down there, and out of nowhere, a kangaroo goes across, almost hit a kangaroo. So that was that. We ended up landing in Port Douglas. The next day, the weather turned, it was quite nice, and then I went on this dive. We went to the 3 dives. The first dive, we went to the Great Barrier Reef. Now, I thought it was 15 minutes out. This was an hour and a half, 2-hour boat ride. We're in a boat with 80 divers, a big boat. And so we get out there, and when you come, it's the most amazing thing. When you come to you're in the middle of the ocean, okay? And all of a sudden you see whitecaps. And then there's the Great Barrier Reef. And nowhere to lie, guys. In the middle of the ocean, you can stand on the reef, and you're only up to here. But below it, which is the second reef, which is with the marine life. All of a sudden you go, okay, let's go. Where are we going? We're going to do a rift dive. So a drift dive, so what happens in the Pacific, there's a drift, and it's like a current. It goes. Actually, I think the turtles, whatever, they kind of get into there, and they kind of go from one end of the world to the other. If you guys know about geography and that. So I go. You know, my buddy, he's been diving longer than I. He goes, "I've never done a drift dive." He goes, "Oh, don't worry, buddy. Just jump in the water, jump in the ocean. He says, you just need to go with the current." So all of a sudden, so I'm going to the back of the boat. The back of the boat, so at these 4 stairs, you walk off and just do a frog jump off. He goes, "Oh, no, we're not going there." I go, "What do you mean we're not going there?" I go, "We're doing a frog jump off the side of the boat. This boat's 3 stories high. I'm in full gear. Like this, you got your weight belt on, you got your tank, you got your scuba, you got the frog." I go, "What? I've never done that." He goes, "Don't worry about it. It'll be good." So I blow up my PC, I jump and think, first of all, they made me go first. I'm the rookie, right? So they jumped in. Okay, no big deal. So okay. So it's me and my buddy and the dive master. We got you do your piece, you deflate, go down. We're ready to go deflate, and all of a sudden, this boat takes off. I'm going, but he's taking off. I go, "We're in the middle of the ocean. What's happening?" It's all noise. "Don't worry about it, Mike. Because you're going to see us at the end of the dive." No big deal. So we do that. So we go down. We're diving. It's just beautiful. It was kind of cool. We just didn't have to swim. We saw seahorses. We saw some beautiful coral. We saw some food fish. We actually saw a couple of reef sharks, which is kind of cool. And all of a sudden, I'm the 3rd guy behind them, and they point up. I go, "What?" And they point up, and I look up, and there's got to be this giant manta ray. Now, to describe them, it would be probably from here to where you're standing. Okay, where you're sitting. Where you're sitting. Sorry, not standing. Okay, and probably a little wider than that table. I go, "Whoa!" So I did a somersault underwater, and then we looked at this thing, this beautiful beast, and it didn't matter where we went when we were in the drift. Okay, he followed us. We went up, so we're going like this. That's how the drift went, right? So and he just followed us and things like that. So, and then at the end of the dive, we surfaced, we high-fived, the boat was there, praise God for that. I just dedicated my life to Christ before I go. I'm really glad that happened. But the serenity and the beauty of this manta ray was just amazing. But the interesting thing about that was we asked the guy, why did this giant manta ray follow us? Because the bubbles in your air makes them tickle. So that was my casual adventure.